quintessential and incongruent, were both applicable to the certain way of life. Leona, the poetess, lion-hearted and luminous, glowed her flames upon predestined trays of talks and trimmed silvers. She burged the ass drifting hours therewithal. To her tailor-made soliloquies, sententiated and rose-bloomed and transient, and intricately imbibed with unceremonious cleavage and arts of culinary weaves. Leona was neither contrived by nature nor blaze drum masked by and through the vanishing hallway she walked fore and after erudite tripartisan juxtapositions that carried through her pulsing veins, winged in transcendentalities of vaguely unvernaculated invests of industry winter-coated. She came to the door of polished oak and quilt-draped glass, behind which a gathering of pale and ghostly visaged soldiers sat in a half-circle of dreamlet songed vernacularisms, a momentary lapse of analogic quietudes, envisioning psalms heretofore in calculating erogenous zones of walking zodiacs, stilled the grandfather clock against the wall along the currycombs shelves, and finally the dark oak-sewn circular table where the soldiers of various rank sat talking of the fields of battle that had long ago met with psalmic vengeance, the warring swords unsheathed and skull and crossbow and hammered years earlier to the ironclad forge, as if to trick the setting sun into throwing her beamed unbartholomewed across the falling's brimstone. And locomotion was apiece with the plies of trade that suffered quintessentially and quantitudic quantum skies, the crimson Bacchus pitched and burged pike. Leona knocked thrice, and then once more upon the steel-right bolted door, and waited ebb and flow's entrance there within. Hers was the final link in the lunar chain of wordless deeds. Monolithic inland horse and mule-tethered carriages on stoic cobbles, drying cataclysms from the brief night's crescent moon rain, there where within all quiet screams forsworn peace and love would soon revisit the gallery eyes March and April, too few and far between whale-spouted proverbial plenitudes carried across the dirge-curtained airs, suffering unsoulmatable medleys. There was a painter of ornate, beautiful frescoes sitting by a gold-trimmed curtained window, apart from the gathered soldiers, reading an open Bible. It was as would seem to be.